What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, Crypto Warriors, Sergeant Crypto back at it again. Today is Friday, June 19th, 2020. Happy Juneteenth, happy Freedom Day, happy Jubilee Day. Juneteenth is a celebration for when, and I'm throwing them air quotes here, when the slaves were set free back on June 19th in 1865 in the city of Galveston, when a Union general went down there with federal orders and papers stating, hey, the slaves have been free for over 2.5 years. You need to stop. You lost the war. Give it up. Let's get into it. Here we are. Layer 2 solutions will make Bitcoin as easy to use as the dollar, says Kraken CEO. All my stories today are coming from Cointelegraph. I love their artwork. Can't get over, get over it. All right, so here we are. In an interview Tuesday with Bloomberg, Kraken CEO Jesse Powell claimed that layer 2 solutions will in time make Bitcoin as easy to use as the US dollar. Pretty soon, all the technology behind Bitcoin will just disappear, and it'll be just like using the US dollar, where no one really understands how it works, but everyone uses it. And then I wrote, people can't imagine it. No one expected that we would be using something called a YouTube back when I was in high school. So just because you can't imagine it right now, and you say, oh, Bitcoin is too slow, oh my gosh, just because you can't imagine it doesn't mean that people aren't currently working on it. And just because it doesn't exist right now doesn't mean that it won't in the future. And when you're talking about as far as the Black community and using Bitcoin, this is why I recommend using or reading the book Bitcoin and Black America, where the author Isaiah Jackson came up with solutions for as far as moving forward. Whenever I do bring this up in conversation, and people say, oh, but Bitcoin can't be used, it's too slow, and imagine everybody trying to use it. Hey, listen, the use alone will drive the innovation. So the more that it's being used, okay, that's what governments are really afraid of. They're afraid, especially the U.S. government, they have something to protect there. They have something to protect as far as the U.S. dollar. And, can you blame them? No, because it's all about power. So as long as it's being used, as long as Bitcoin is being used like it's supposed to as a medium of exchange and not just hodl, right? As long as it's being used, the innovation will be developed. So the more use we get out of it, the more innovations will come from that use. My opinion, of course. But what do I know? I'm just a dumb jarhead, right? Let's get into it. Next one. Japanese firm unveils new privacy feature for Bitcoin wallets. So Japanese crypto firm FreeSets has announced a new technology to enhance Bitcoin wallet privacy. Zoom in. According to a June 8 announcement, FreeSets has created a system that allows wallets to request their addresses Bitcoin balances without revealing it to the servers from which they request the balances or transaction history. Using the technology FreeSet has developed, it is mathematically proven that the servers cannot learn anything from the user's query. The significance of this development. Adam Fisker, CTO at privacy enhancing Bitcoin wallet Wasabi, told Cointelegraph that he is enthusiastic about this development. His firm's wallet has a similar feature, but he believes FreeSet's implementation requires less bandwidth and is more suitable for mobile devices. And then I wrote, we need to see more of this, because an executive from another company is congratulating the development. And, we're pretty much all in this together as far as the development and the use of Bitcoin. We are against central banks. Next, speaking of banks, Bank of Thailand launches digital currency pilot project. And we're starting to see more and more, almost like companies, but that's what they are, more and more central banks coming out with their thoughts about having a CBDC, a central bank digital currency. And the Bank of Thailand announced that it plans to develop a prototype to test real-life business use cases of a central bank digital currency. The bank said in its official statement that before it launches the CBDC payment system for all businesses. It plans to test it with large-scale enterprises. The project is scheduled. This project is scheduled to start in July 2020, a month from now, or a couple of weeks from now, actually. And the pilot test with SCG is expected to conclude by the end of this year. So there you have it. Another bank, another central bank stepping up and getting into the game. No one wants to be left behind unless you're India and Russia and the United States, of course, because they all have something to protect, and that's their own power on their people using their central bank currency or fiat currency as it stands right now. Next, Bitcoin hodlers bought BTC 90% of 2020 as halving spawns new whales. So if you're wondering what a whale is, analyzing a number of entities with holdings of 1,000 Bitcoin or more, both May and June saw an increase of roughly 1.2%. So more and more people holding their Bitcoins, more and more people becoming whales, and in the future, these early adopters, because a lot of them, I'm pretty sure, didn't always have 1,000 Bitcoin. Well, they didn't, because according to the study, they didn't. But according to what I'm thinking is they've been in the game since maybe like 2014, 2015, and been holding a lot of Bitcoin since then. And now they're whales. And 10 years from now, they'll be multimillionaires, if not multi-billionaires. So there you have it. More whales holding on to Bitcoin. What are you doing? Or are you stacking your stats on a daily basis? I hope you are. Next, and that's pretty much it. I went over these stories today, short and sweet. If you want to discuss it some more in the comment section below, of course, leave your comments and smash that like, hit that subscribe button to get notified when I upload new videos. But back to this right here, which I think is very important, is the fact that we have layer 2 solutions coming out. And again, because you can't imagine it right now, doesn't mean that it doesn't exist and that it won't exist. And I think moving forward, as a community, the Black community, we can definitely use Bitcoin more and exit the system, a corrupt system that is basically using our own money to kill us. We have to exit that system, that traditional financial system, and there's no better way than with Bitcoin, in my opinion, of course. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. This is your boy, Sergeant Crypto, and I'm out. Peace.